I am super excited to check out this property. This is the tract in Douglas County with the really cool original Ozark barn on it. Kind of the big red barn you see on all the calendars and all that stuff. That's where we're headed today. Pretty unique property. We're on County Road, I believe it's County Road 126. We've gone about 3 miles off of 76. The road just curved to the right. And in about another quarter mile, we're going to take a right onto the easement road that'll lead us back to that property. I get really excited. A couple things I love. I love big timber, and I really love old buildings and barns. And I have not had a chance to explore this barn. I've driven by it twice, was in a hurry both times, didn't get to stop. So today, we get to check it out, and I am pumped. We've come to a T in the road. The county road itself goes left. We're gonna go right. This is the start of the gravel easement road, which will lead us right back to the property. So now we've taken a right. We should have about a quarter mile. And I mean, you really can't miss the property once you're out here, because the big red barn is standing proud for all to see, as you'll see in a moment. We're in Douglas County, Missouri. We're in the heart of the Ozarks, just a couple miles from Bryant Creek, which is a beautiful and popular creek, or river actually, for fishing and floating and canoeing. We're about 10-12 miles out of Ava, Missouri, which is the county seat for Douglas County, and has your closest Walmart store. And then if you go north, you've got Mountain Grove. If you go northwest, well, straight north. Oops, shoot, I've been talking so much. And okay, we're almost to the property. I can see the barn up there. But anyway, this is an awesome area. Okay, we've come down a little hill. It's leveling out. And we're going to be coming up on the property on the right side of the road. Okay. So we'll be happy to send you the interactive map, the MapRide map that we use. And then you can tell just exactly when you're at the property. The map is showing that we're at the property on the right. So there you can see the barn, you can see this open area, those cedar trees. One of the aerials I'm using doesn't even show those cedar trees, so they're probably only 10-year-old trees. I'm sure this was pasture up here by the road, and that's why they had the barn here. So everything you see on the right side of the road is going to be the property. Really overcast today. I thought it was supposed to be sunny. Didn't happen, but we're still going to take a look at this property and this barn. So all these tracts out here were logged within about the last year or two. Some parts were logged heavily, some were not logged at all. The drone video is the best way to really look at it. And this is the first full winter since the property's been logged. So the drone video, you get to see everything at its worst. Within a few years, when things start to grow back, the heavily logged parts will look completely different. That is a big barn. Jeez. I really want to stop and check that out. I think we'll run up, we'll go south on this road to kind of show you the road frontage, and then we're going to come back and really check out that barn, because that is too awesome not to look at. It's in rough shape, but the fact that it's still standing at all means it probably has a pretty good foundation underneath it. Here's an open area off to the right with a good trail that goes back. That's interesting. Let's check that out. So this is a private trail on the property. Looks like it shoots way back in there. That's cool. The topo map, oh yeah, I can see on the aerial actually that this trail goes clear down to the creek bed, which is interesting. I was about to say the topo map indicates that there's a little creek bed on this property. I'm sure it's a wet weather creek, but we'll check that out with the drone when we get that fired up in a little bit here. Beautiful property. This lays really, really nicely. You've got a lot of level area up here on the east side, I guess, by the gravel road, and then it slopes down as you move further back toward that creek bed. Now here's some good timber up here. Those are some big hardwood trees. Okay. So the road curves to the right, the property's still on the right. And we're somewhat close to the south line. You can see some big trees up there though. That's interesting. I'm gonna spin around here and we'll go back and we'll check out that barn. That's what I've been very excited to do. That's a big oak tree. That's probably close to a 30-inch oak tree. Man, I see a lot of potential building sites and camping sites up here. The wildlife in this area is just insane. We see white-tailed deer almost every time we're out here. We've seen turkey as well, but I mean predominantly those white-tailed deer. There's some really big trees here. Jeez. But let's go check out that barn. That's what I want to see. There are fewer and fewer of these old Ozark barns standing. Wouldn't that be cool to be the guy that goes around and restores these? That would be awesome. So this was apparently quite the farm at some time, because that is a big old barn. Large hay loft, and then it's got a wing on either side. If this is extremely boring to you or is putting you to sleep, feel free to shut off the video, but I really want to check out this barn. Okay. Looks like the floor for the hay loft is either gone or been removed at some point. And you can see, I guess those would be maybe the feeding troughs, but the exterior looks like almost entirely concrete, which is why this is still standing at all. Really interesting. And there you can see the pulley system up there. The whole rail is intact. And then the front pulley for hoisting up the hay bales. That is cool. That'd be something to salvage. A lot of people like the old barn wood. I mean, there's a ton of that here. Oh my gosh, that pulley is wood. The pulley itself up there, the big round pulley is wooden. Interesting. Okay, well, I guess I'm a barn geek, but this is really, really cool. I mean, bring your metal detector. Obviously, if there was a barn, then there was a homestead here as well, and you're gonna find some really cool stuff either buried in the ground or on the surface. This area here looks like it could be mowed out with a brush hog. This was obviously pasture or field at some point. Use some caution when you're out here. It's likely there's a well, either a drilled well or a dug well, so especially if you're bringing little kids out here, something to be on the lookout for. I mean, if they had structures and they had animals and they had presumably a home out here somewhere, then there would be a water source. Very cool. I think we'll be able to tell some more when we do the drone video also. Oh, wow, okay. Well, here's two large concrete pillars. I've never been back here, so I had no idea, but we've just found the old home site. Look at that. I would bet that that was the entranceway to the home site itself. Oh man, that's cool. I live for this stuff. This is awesome. Look at the pins for the gate. And they had kind of a cool rock set on top on each side. I see two big concrete squares. Not sure, maybe one was like the well house. I'm not sure what that is. If anybody has more knowledge than I do on this, I'd love to know it. But this does look residential because they've taken this concrete and they've done a stucco on the outside, which would have been purely for aesthetics. You know, we've got some random pipes and stuff in there. This could be the old well house right here. That is cool. I did not expect that, but I mean, generally, if you see a big barn like that, then there was a homestead as well. Super cool. Someone's going to have a lot of fun here. You're going to find some awesome relics out here. Very unusual property, very cool property, a ton of history. You can check us out at instantacres.com. We try to bring you unique properties, and this time I don't think we're going to disappoint anybody, because this is about as unique as it gets. First one we've had like this. Give us a call in the office, shoot us an email. This will sell fast, so if you're watching the video on YouTube, please do check out our website at instantacres.com to see if this is available. And if it's not, we're going to have some other properties. We do get some really cool stuff like this. So subscribe to us on YouTube, get on our mailing list on our website so we can inform you of the new properties. And we're going to keep bringing you these. instantacres.com. So this is a little addendum to the last video. I just walked down the hillside about 200 feet because I wanted to see the creek bed. So we're behind the barn a few hundred feet, and down here at the creek bed we discovered this awesome concrete structure here with rock embedded in it, and actually another one over here right in the creek bed. So when we investigated this is really exciting. This is an actual spring house that they have built. It's had water in it recently. Clearly there's a lot of moss, but it's super cold today. But you can see that little opening there. That would have been for the spring. They found a freshwater spring that comes out of this hillside and presumably fills up this this rock spring house. I have never seen anything like this. This is super cool. Without being here in the spring and summer, I couldn't say for sure if that still functions, but they probably built it in that spot for a reason, and it does look like it's had water in it recently. It's just things are pretty darn cold. We've had a cold snap, so it's probably frozen up. But then down here, they've got this concrete structure built right in the actual creek bed. And I have to assume this is some kind of cooler or some kind of spring house as well. This is just the coolest thing. So this awesome property just got a little more awesome. You're going to find a lot of surprises on this one, I guarantee it. But that rock house right there, that is a unique structure. I've seen spring houses before, so I get what they're all about, and that's what that is. It's just someone put a lot of time and a lot of thought into that one to do the rock and concrete. It's beautiful. instantacres.com.